Just before we start, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and you have the notification button on for instant notifications of the videos so you can keep up to date with all the content I release.
It's not my fault, you know
Online. But today what we're going to do is we're going to be talking more about a review of online, whether it's actually any good at the moment. Now obviously the first thing you have to say is it is a beta, so there's not exactly a lot to really do or get on with because, you know, the beta doesn't really give you much. At the moment it's meant to give you 12 missions. Now, sorry about that, I got an ulcer so it really hurts talking. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so I've got 6 missions and I'm meant to have 12 altogether. For some reason these other 6 missions aren't coming up like they're meant to, so I don't know what's going on with them. Now obviously my next big issue is what happened to the fact of us being able to go into stores and rob them. That was like a big thing for me. I would have wanted to go into stores and rob them and earn like a few $100s from that. Because we're outlaws, why can't we rob stores? Now I don't know whether this is something that's going to come in the future, like with robbing trains and robbing banks and things like that. But we are meant to be able to rob banks on one of the missions, because the mission that's meant to come in the future is robbing a bank, because the guy was talking about it in the last mission that we actually did, the last main mission. So I don't exactly know how it's going to work, and I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know whether they're going to bring in where you can play online with your mates and just rob stores all day long, like you can in GTA, where you can rob stores all the time and just have loads of little different things that you can do. Now obviously you've got 12 missions that can become, they're actually quite fun really when you play them. If I'm honest, the missions that I've played so far, the 6 of them, have all been fun and had a good storyline, and they've all got quite good like way of doing the story, because basically you do set missions and then you'll have, I'm trying to think of the best way to say it, you'll have, yeah, I'll go there, you have like a storyline, but you'll have options while you're doing your story, so it really does work out well. Because basically it'll be like whoever has the most votes. So if 2 of you vote for one way and 2 of you vote for the other way, then it's a draw. But if like 3 of you vote for like kill someone or take their money, let them go, and then get the laws like we did in one video, and if I can I'll get that up now. But basically you've got many different ways of doing this game and loads of different options during the missions. You can loot bodies and all that. You can't rob people. And that's a big part of the single player, being able to go up to people and rob them on like the roads and the streets and in the towns and mug them. You can have fights with them, and you can do this thing that I'll show you in a minute when we come across the next person at the NPC, that you literally will only be able to press RB, I think it is, and you sort of have a chat with them, RB or LB, you have a chat with them using emotes. So it uses emotes, but it's not exactly like a Red Dead on a single player. So Red Dead Online has used a few features, but it's not the best. Now, my next issue, or thing, is really to talk about, is the stamina of the horses. Now obviously I understand, you know, you've got to build your stamina up with the horse, you've got to build your, you've got to like increase your sort of friendship with the horse like I did just before. And obviously it's not exactly easy to do, and it does take time. That's quite good. Progression that we always love doing, progression in that games. But look, I can just press RB now for emotes and get all the different ones. But that's all I can do. There's no like talking or anything because your character doesn't have a voice. Now, obviously the next thing I could do, or say, is obviously the horse stamina. You need to upgrade your horse, like buy a new horse and things like that. Or buy the stabby sticks you put in your horse, like the injection things for the horse stamina that we're actually going to go and buy now. But obviously, I think the game would... Basically, the game needs to be improved. Obviously, we need more missions. Because obviously now all I've got is stranger missions, unless other missions are going to start popping up after time. I don't know whether they're going to take time, update the game over the weekends. Now everyone's going to have access to it today. I don't know what they're going to do. But all I know is what they should really do, if they want to make it good, obviously add a load more missions so we're not bored after 5 minutes. Keep the player versus player modes that we've got, like all the Hunger Game type stuff and all the cool like player versus player stuff. That's all fun. There's loads of like cool modes in that I really enjoyed. All of the online stuff like that. Obviously then for the actual online multiplayer free roam, like now, they need to improve a way to get your stamina up, like make your horse stamina last a lot longer, besides buying other horses, because that's the waste of money. Make there be loads of missions, make the stranger missions all different, because they seem to sort of be the same. Once you've done 5, then they sort of repeat after and over and over. Then you've also got things like robbing stores. I really wish you could rob a store, because you're an outlaw, so why wouldn't you be able to rob a store? You can in single player, as you're an outlaw. You get your balaclava on if you want. You go into stores and you rob it. And you get your wanted star on you and everyone's after you. That could be a good main. Now, obviously this brings me to my next issue. As you can see, there's a lot of shooting going on. Now, obviously it is a Wild Western game. There's going to be lots of shooting each other and gunfights and all that. But it seems like it's just constantly shooting each other back and forward. You go into any town or city, there's just massive shootouts. You can't move around. The minute you leave a session, or join a session, or leave a mission, you're just getting shot to pieces. And those that don't want to get shot to pieces, there should be something like private games, or just games where you can be in a session with your posse. Because at the moment, I haven't got time to play with my mates on this. They obviously have stuff going on in their lives, like college, school, all that. Work, anything like that. I've then also got the same issue of all that stuff. So obviously we work on different time schedules. It's slightly more annoying, because obviously I can't record loads of videos with them. But because of that, it means that I can't join my posse. Now, private sessions would be fun, but obviously you need to be able to do missions in a team, so you need matchmaking of up to 4. So obviously that's an issue. Now, I haven't done a live stream really on the actual separately live stream to the player versus player things, but I think I'm going to do that over the weekend at some point, because they are really fun and enjoyable, and I cannot fault them one bit for all of them. They are really fun. Maybe a little bit more of a description to what you actually meant to do, but yeah, they are quite good and I enjoy them, and I can't really fault them. Then the next thing is obviously the fast traveling point. I don't know whether I like them or not, because obviously at the moment I haven't really fast travelled that much. And obviously it also brings me on to the second point with that, of travel. Obviously the horse stamina we've spoken about. Obviously carriages you can use, they have no stamina, but they take obviously longer to get there because they're slower, because they're pulling the carriages. But I don't like the way where I'll go to one person for a mission, and you don't get a mission off that person. They just tell you to go to somewhere else to get a mission that's on the complete opposite side of the map. And it does become annoying.
Let me give you a tip.
Because all you're trying to do is you're trying to do as many missions as you can, enjoy yourself, have fun, and make money. But it's hard to make money because you've got literally nothing. Sorry about that, I was just thinking there. So basically, you've got nothing to make money out of unless you go on the PvP stuff. Once you've got the missions done, and the Stranger and Freaks thing earns you like $5. So you can't really make any decent money. And I'm going to do a video on making money. I'm going to go and have a look if I can find any missions that are sort of going to give me money, or any some sort of things like chests, treasure, anything like that at all.
Welcome. How do you do?
Because it'd be decent to see whether we can earn any money other ways, like treasure maps. Because we have got a treasure map, but I've not done it. Let's just quickly do this. So basically, there you go, treasure maps. We need to do them, and obviously there'll be a future video, because obviously we want to see what exactly you get from treasure, whether it's stuff you sell or stuff that you just earn, like gold coins or something. I don't know, but definitely what they need to do is they need to make a passive mode for those that don't want to get shot every 5 seconds, or make it how they said they were exactly going to do it. Now I know it's a beta and all this is going to hopefully get changed and updated and that. Personally, I don't want a passive mode, but I want a way where it makes it harder for them to shoot you and kill you when you go into these towns and cities, Like, you can shoot people for about half an hour and there won't be any lawmen after you. I did about 2.5 hours last night of just going into a town with a load of people, and they were shooting me constantly for 2 hours and no lawmen went after them. And I was doing the same back to them, and no lawmen were going after me. And it's sort of like, what do you do? Because the game needs to be balanced so you get wanted, but there needs to be lawmen around to make it realistic, because this game's obviously meant to be more realistic. So obviously you have that issue of just online players need to just sort of have some sort of system. Now obviously we have the notoriety thing, but it doesn't really mean anything. If your notoriety is good or bad, it doesn't mean anything. You don't get anything more expensive. You know, some shops don't close for you. But I just wish some things. Now these are the basic things we want, and then we can end the video here, because that's all that needs to be done. Obviously more missions, but that's fine. Hopefully they'll come out soon. Just hoping to be able to rob stores / trains, but they'll be with heists, I'm assuming, and things like that. So I'm okay on the store. I'm okay on the trains as long as we get the stores, because the stores are more important. I feel like they've made the game more diverse. If you go into a store, you rob it. If you shoot the guy, then obviously that store is closed online in that session, just like it would be in GTA, for a maximum of like half an hour, 20 minutes, depending how far away, if you left the area and went back in. Next big thing is obviously travelling. I hope they don't make all the missions where you go one side of the map to then be told to go all the way to the other side of the map. All the missions have been good so far, with when you actually are on the mission is dead close to where you are, but it's travelling to waypoint when they say, oh, go and speak to this person for a job. Then you have to go to the complete opposite side of the map, and obviously we're on horses, so it's not the easiest thing to do. Hence why we have the fast travelling, but fast travelling is not unlockable for everyone. And obviously that brings me to the next point. Why is everything at a locked level? Like, I want to buy loads of ammo and that, but I can't buy ammo for loads of weapons and buy loads of weapons and that, and clothes and things like that. It's set levels. There should be loads of clothes, loads of weapons, but loads of that stuff should be still unlockable at the lowest levels, or just no level on it at all, so you can buy it even if you have the cash. Because I had $200 before, but I can't buy anything because everything's locked. I need to get my level up. Now I'm level 15 and I have the Ultimate Edition, meaning I'll level up quicker to level 25 or 21, I can't remember, it's one or the other. But basically other people, it's going to take longer, meaning it's harder, you've got to grind out for more, and you don't earn much money. You earn like $3 to $2 online PvP things. They're the only issue with that whole PvP thing of online. The matches are good, you have loads of fun, but you don't get much money. You get $3 for each one. So you could spend like 9 hours on it. You can spend like a whole day, like I did on the Thursday. I spent a whole day before doing the live stream, and I didn't earn much money. But obviously the last mission I did, I earned, it was like $200 alone. That's good. I like the amount of money that we're getting for the missions and things like that. We need more stuff like that. So basically that's it. All Rockstar need to do is make sure the beta stays alive. So keep adding missions. Try and make it so we can rob stores. Obviously make it like they did on GTA, where you can't, you know, it affects you for a certain amount of time and things like that. Make things a bit easier to unlock. Make level maybe easier to get up if you don't do that, because it's going to take ages to get to the top levels. Obviously that's what they want, so you spend longer in the game, but there's no way of leveling up besides the stranger jobs or repeating the same missions that doesn't earn you much XP or money at all when you repeat, or doing the PvP stuff that you don't earn much XP or money for. So that's the end of this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Press the notification button down below for instant notifications, and please don't send any hate going, oh, this game's absolutely brilliant, or this game's absolutely rubbish. I am neutral in ground with this. Yes, I think it's a beta. It needs a lot of work on it, but again, it's a beta. A lot of work. Think of Battlefield 5. A lot of work needed doing on that when we played the beta. It was absolutely horrendous. Now look at it, it's absolutely brilliant now it's been released. Loads of good reviews. But obviously then you move back, and it's obviously, it'll come out of beta January, so it's not got long really if you think about it to upgrade itself. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Again.
Susie on the track.